Ooh, we're live. Yeah, I went early. Deal with it. So, welcome to the Thursday edition Strike, where we just sit down and have a water cooler type chat, more or less. If anybody has anything they want to talk about, we can talk about. Other than that, if you haven't done so already, make sure to go and check out the ATF comments on receivers. And they just opened the comments for the pistol brace definitions too. Go yell at them for that too. To find links for some of that, check out GOA's website, Gun Owners of America. If I can find links, I will post them out there. But again, I'm working on something else. So, what's going on? I think it's this one. Here, I'll put the link out for the ATF pistol brace. That one. Okay. ATF pistol brace. Where's the comments for the receivers? Might be from the FPC on that one. Where's it? Take action. Full rule. There we go. That's the one. And that one. Girl Escarell says, good evening, waiting for the commercial to end. Yeah, well, those commercials, I can't. Even if I turn them off, they'd still be there. Why? Because YouTube will put commercials on there anyways. So, check out both of those links I posted in the chat. We got from America and then from FPC to submit comments to the ATF on the pistol braces and the receivers. So, anybody who wants to jump in and talk and start a conversation, go for it. As I said, I'm in the middle of working on something, so yeah, I don't have, I don't have my whole attention here right now. I know that's not good. That's what I can do right now. Sorry, guys. Do that. I gotta figure this out. So. Oh, Jason Stewart. Jason saying hello. Good evening, everyone at Night Strike. Yep. Maybe I can edit that. So, Jumpy's out there spreading the word. Jumpy is spreading the word of 10mm gospel. I mean, I'm more of a 357 SIG guy, but to each their own. At least he's not spreading the 9mm gospel, which we've got enough of that. There's enough of that. I'm sure we can all agree on that one. Rollers Corral says, make no mistake, I like the fact you're making a little bit of coin off of Google. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of coin, yeah. I haven't got. Let's put this in perspective. All the super chats I've gotten, I have not gotten a payout since November of last year from Google. Just FYI, because with the whole money from Google thing, honestly, unless millions of people watch your video, you're not going to get hardly any money off of ads. And Google won't pay you the money you've received unless it hits a certain threshold, which is $100. So I'm telling all of Google's secrets. So be aware. That's how Google works. So have I gotten any of the super chats everybody is donated? Not yet. Not until later this month. And it's not that I'm complaining. I'm just letting everyone know that, as far as the ads, I might get a couple pennies off of it, or they may say that my videos are not ad suitable, so I don't get any pennies off of it. So, honestly, the only really way to make money off of Google is not do guns and do something completely stupid and benign and something that everyone will watch and go viral. That's really the only way at this point. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying that to be quite literal. So, well, if you guys have any comments, any, topics you want to talk about, go ahead, throw it out there. I'm working on stuff here in the background, so I can't read every comment. I'm trying. Uh-oh, somebody jumped in. Who jumped in? Then they left. Great. Connection lost. All right. That was short-lived. Let's see. Settings, general settings. Hello, user. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, is that who I think that is? He's got to set up his settings or something. He seems to be having technical difficulties. Please bear with him. So. Yeah, that's just it. That's exactly right, Jason. A video about baking cookies will get far more views than a new firearm. Actually, if I didn't like to be secretive, I actually have a really kick-ass cookie recipe from my family. So, my grandmother's family had this really awesome cookie recipe that I have not seen ever reproduced. Nobody makes them outside of my family. I don't know what it is. Uh-oh.
Did I run off you? Did I run off the webs?
We've got a troublemaker in here.
Oh, I had an idea on how you could.
I'm kidding you, man. I'm teasing you.
No, I know I'm a troublemaker. I'm accepting the title, but I had an idea on how to circumvent this super chat.
PayPal donations.
Well, what you do, you know how you can pin the link up at the top?
Yeah.
Just pin a link to a PayPal button, like how I have on my website for people to pay.
Or I could just link to my PayPal PayPal.me.
Yeah, and then you have people just when you get the notification, you thank them in the chat.
Yeah. That's actually a very, very good point.
Because you know what Google will do is they'll run ads anyway. You just won't get the money from.
No, that's the thing. I've got like half of my videos in my entire YouTube archive, even the produced stuff. Half of them are yellow, and I've tried everything. I've tried doing all the Clover stuff, and it's just not.
The most depressing thing is when you get a notice from Google or YouTube that says your video is demonetized, but you may still see ads on it. That means they're advertising on your video and they're making the money off of it.
Yeah. All right. We got a comment from Daniel. Are you going to bring GunTube lube back? No, I'm not bringing it back. But if you want a bottle, just email me and I'll and I could probably send you one of the extra ones I've got lying around. I just don't have any more left for sale. It's just because the investment per what it was selling at and people complaining at the price, it's just like, I'm not going to deal with it. If all I'll get is complaints, then why am I doing anything, right? So.
Is on.
Now we got a real troublemaker in here.
What's going on, man? How's it going?
The homeboy from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh my God, I'm not from Lincoln, Nebraska. All right, that's like saying I'm from New York City or Chicago. Lincoln's the LA of Nebraska, or it's the Chicago of Illinois, or you see what I'm saying?
No, it's the Chicago, like Rick says it.
Yes, Chicago.
Yeah.
No, I'm from a small town called David City.
No, defense that I'm not bringing it back. I am not. So
bringing sexy back or what?
No, I wish. I don't have that kind of body. But,
my gosh.
But no, I'm not bringing the
GunTube lube.
No, I'm not bringing that back.
Man, if I would have known that was a limited run item, I would have bought a bunch of it.
Yeah. I still have a couple more on the, just on my shelf, but those are the ones for me.
Yeah, you're not advertising it anymore, are you?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. Gotcha. So what's the topic for tonight? What are you guys discussing? What's going on?
Open-ended.
Open-ended. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You got a topic? We'll talk about it.
I've just been watching the ATF videos all day today. Well, I've been doing schoolwork all morning and working on some projects and stuff around the house. But
did you see the links I posted earlier in the chat? I posted the GOA link to combat to let the ATF know you oppose the new race restrictions, and the other one was from SPC for the receiver redefinitions.
Yes, and I'm also getting emails from companies that are making these braces that are contacting me that I've purchased from before. And they're saying, hey, click on this link to help, join the fight and this and that. So I've got a couple from CAC and then I got one from Aero Precision too, which I'm on their mailing list, but I haven't bought anything from them. But still.
And I know there are going to be some FUDs out there says, I don't care about braces. I don't have a gun with brace, so I don't believe I need to do anything. And that's fine. That's fine.
Well, it puts a kibosh on a whole class of guns.
Trevor, that's fine.
Yes.
When the government goes to take away their bolt action rifles and their shotguns, there's not going to be anybody left to back them up. So just let them sink.
Well, we still got our flintlock Kentucky rifles. You
take that back. They'll take that away too.
Oh, I'm trying to put a link in the chat for your PayPal thing.
You did. There it is. If anybody wants to donate to the PayPal, it's right there.
Is that the right? See, you should pin something like that at the top and tell people instead of super chat, do that.
Now PayPal's just as evil as super chat. So,
what are you talking about? They don't take the percentage that YouTube.
They're about as anti-2A as you can get, though.
Oh my God!
Somebody's calling me too. Jesus.
What's that? Somebody's following you?
You can't stop doing business because you have a disagreement with somebody. I mean, what other system are you going to use? I mean, pick one. Vimeo.
Wampum.
What is it called?
I do have Venmo. Venmo.
I don't know. What is that? Is that real or are you just being funny?
Venmo's probably like or somebody else that's just
Wampum.
Venmo's owned by PayPal.
I think Wampum is what the Native Americans used for trade a long time ago.
Oh well, that won't get you very far.
No, but I can still.
The point, though. That's really
as a customer, I can still be critical of their practices outside of their business of basically granting credit processing payments. I think you can have an opinion about that if you want to.
No, you do. You can, but that doesn't mean you go back to building caves to live in either.
Yeah.
Just use them to do your business and go on about your business. I got people all over the country paying me to do work for them. I mean, it's kind of silly for me to say, no, I'm not going to take your money because PayPal doesn't like my politics. It's silly. Yeah. You gotta make a living, and you gotta move on with life.
Yeah. Well, I'm not complaining.
Here's the way to look at it.
I was just explaining. Okay.
If you're successful, guess what? You can take your success and help the Second Amendment with it.
True.
Okay.
True.
If you're gonna, sleep in a cave or whatever, or go put your head in the sand, then you're not going to be successful, and they're going to beat you. You're going to beat them at their own game.
I'll form my own company. I'll call it Trav Pal.
Trav Pal. That's good.
Trav Pal. There you go. Trash Pal. There you go.
No. I'll call it Gun Pal.
Gun Pal.
Gun Pal.
Your friend for your firearm purchases and sales. Yeah. Gun
That
Pal.
should have been the name of your website in the first place.
Gunpal.com.
Gunpal.com.
Gunpal.org.
I only went with the .org because I couldn't afford $10,000 for the .com.
You can't get a .org unless you're a. Don't those URLs? They're like EDUs. They have to be approved or sanctioned or.
Nope.
Oh, that's right. The EDU does though.
EDU does, but .org does not.
That's right.
.org means organization. So an organization can be like a nonprofit, a for-profit business, it can be anything. Any sort of group, more or less, is an organization.
Yeah, I guess I do have some happy information for everybody. Now, Nice Strike, we're not going to make this into a reloading chat, but when I was at Shields this afternoon, their reloading supplies were fairly well restocked. Presses, dyes, they actually had decent selection of powder back in stock. No primers, of course, because that's the new gold. But I was pretty happy to see those basic reloading supplies getting back in stock. Bullets, brass. So it's a start. Somebody wants to get back into reloading, and you can get that stuff at near retail prices. I'd say now would be a time to start up if you haven't done it yet. So you should be doing Night Strike. You should be loading your own M1 Grand ammo instead of complaining not being able to find it.
No, I'm waiting for prices to go back down.
Well, save your brass and get yourself a press. Get a set of dies.
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I have surplus brass.
Oh, okay. So you've already got brass.
No, I have surplus brass. The problem is
judge.
It's all Berdan primed.
Question from the YouTube side, Nice Strike. What are you eating? I'm going to say Snickers bar.
I am eating Lance toast cheese, peanut butter crackers.
There you go. There you go.
Why? Because I got a whole box of it at the Costco the other day. Oh.
Did either of you guys do the video on if you can only have one gun? Because I watched Rich's video today. It was pretty good.
I've got it right next to me.
Your Grand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's all you need. It's a Swiss Army knife of full-size rifles.
Oh, these types of videos do the rounds every few years. We did this 10 years ago. I picked the Ruger 1022.
Oh, good choice.
Hey, Nice, what's going on? Oh, but yeah, it's like if I could only have one gun right now, I've got it. I got it. It was on my bucket list. I got it last year.
Right on, man.
Yeah. Big Gunner 8. Oh my God, Rick is out there. The other Rick.
What's up?
Big Gunner 81. Rick.
Yeah.
Rick, click the link that's pinned at the top of the page if you can jump in, Rick.
Join us.
It's just open-ended chat. Gun chat, tech chat, whatever kind of chat you want to do. Hell, you want to talk about cooking stuff on the grill. I'm open to it because I love grill chat.
Grill chat.
So the trick would be, can we set up a script on the website where if somebody clicks the PayPal button, it sends a message into the chat on YouTube?
I could open up OBS and use a specialized OBS. I could use what is that? What is it called? Streamlabs, Travis?
Is it called what?
Yeah, I think it's called Streamlabs, where every time you get you get a PayPal donation, it goes, "Hey, you got a donation."
I think so. I believe so.
Yeah, I can set that up. Rick can't jump in right now. All right, Rick. Well, all right. So,
hey, man, we got 14 people watching. That's good. Look at the crowd out there.
I know.
Gary's out there. Knives is out there.
I mean, Rich says Dogecoin is the future. Well, I've got some Dogecoin, but it keeps going like up to 34%, 34% down to like 29, up to 34, down. It's not stable right now.
Cryptos won't be successful until they do away with the blockchain requirements. I mean,
no, crypto won't be successful until they do away with mining it with GPUs, right, Travis?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
You got to get rid of all this mining and all that stuff.
So I can actually buy a new graphics card and not have it cost like, the price of an M1A. And I mean a new production M1A.
The problem with crypto too is that you can't even predict the transaction fees.
No, you can't.
It's also wishy-washy that it's just not nobody's ever going to have what's the word I'm looking for? Confidence. And if you can't build confidence in a currency, it'll never do anything. It'll be good for day traders, but that's about it.
Yeah. And that's what it is right now. That's what people are just using it.
That's all it is. Yeah.
I mean, are there any services that are accepting Bitcoin as payment anymore? Because I mean, for a while there were businesses that would actually accept that as a form of payment. Bitcoin or parts of Bitcoin or whatnot. Like what Tesla dropped it as a form of currency that they were accepting to buy cars.
That's why all the geeks are mad at Elon.
Yeah, I believe it.
I read an article where they were talking about, what was the convention they just had, the Bitcoin convention, or
was there a cryptocurrency convention?
They're all once a year they have some kind of convention where the crypto nerds get together and they tout, it's an echo chamber basically.
Yeah.
And there were announcements there about, people, accepting crypto and all that. But
But, part of it is you've got all the competition because there's several different cryptos that are out there. And then, again, not having any kind of stable base for it. I mean, unless it's an acceptable form of currency, I don't see how it's going to, like you guys are saying, day trading is pretty much the only thing that's keeping its value up, people buying it and selling it. And yeah.
I mean, just get a Coinbase account and see how complicated it can, how much of a rabbit hole you can go down.
Roland Tripp is out there saying, "Good evening, gentlemen and Gary." Ooh, it seems like Gary's in the hot seat. Wonder what he did with Roland Tripp.
I wouldn't go after the head rooster like that because he's kind of the one that runs the yard,
Yeah. He'll cluck you out of nowhere. Oh, that's great! I love that one. It's my favorite. But not to ignore you, Tony. I'm not. I'm just commenting on what's going on in the live chat. But with crypto, you're absolutely right. It's like unless people have enough trust in it, and unless it stabilizes to the point where it's not as it doesn't fluctuate as much as normal currency.
There's so many. There's like 30 cryptocurrencies. They're all gonna compete with each other. And when you go into the store, you're gonna be going, "Oh my God, what's the gas what's the going transaction rate for this one?"
Yeah.
What is it going to cost me to what is this one worth? What is it? You're going to have a computer just to figure out how to spend it every time you every time you want to buy something.
No. Yeah. But if you've watched, as you said, for day traders, if you've watched how much each of those currencies fluctuates in a day, that's more than the dollar fluctuates in any given day.
The dollar has never fluctuated 1,000%.
No, it hasn't. But the wild fluctuations in cryptocurrency, unless they become stable like actual currency, then it's always going to be like a pyramid scheme. Almost.
Here's why it'll never be stable. And it's because there's no intrinsic value, and it's based on emotion. Anytime you have something that's based on emotion, then you will always have a fluctuation. One day you'll wake up and say, I don't have any confidence in Bitcoin today. I'm going to go sell my. But you see, there's no. It's not like gold where you say, well, the supply of gold is we're running out and they need to make more chips, more motherboards or whatever. We got to coat the next, rover going to Mars with it. There's a real need for gold. I'm not saying invest in gold. I'm just saying it's an example of something that has value.
It's a usable metal, and it conducts. Yeah. It's great for processors. All the pins on your processor in your laptop, in your desktop computers,
silver, gold.
The pins are made out of gold. They're gold. I think they're either gold or they're gold plated because they conduct electricity and they can handle the heat very, very well.
Look, you'd be better off investing in nanotube technology.
Carbon nanotubes.
Yeah. Did you see that article about the fellow MIT guy who created a way to? I think he coated Teflon nanotubes with Teflon, and then through some liquidy process, he got electrons to move through.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
So basically, we're talking Nikola Tesla stuff here.
Nikola Tesla, yeah.
No, Nikola.
Nikola.
So I was looking at those gold prices, man. That's crazy. If you would have invested in that 20 years ago, you'd have quadrupled your profit per ounce right now.
Yeah. Damn. Daniel, we got 2A Dave out there saying, "What's up, everyone?" Daniel asks, "What intrinsic value does the dollar have?"
Oh, here we go. The dollar has survived. Let's just put it that way, and it's relatively stable. Right?
Relatively.
Yeah. When I was in high school, I could buy a gallon of gas for what I can buy it for now.
Well, hold on, Tony, you and Travis are a couple of years my senior, and I have to ask this in good faith. Do you remember the gas shortages of the late 70s, early 80s?
No, I was born in 77, so I don't. All I remember seeing is I remember price fluctuations as a child, over the last 25, 30, 40 years. But no, I wasn't alive on those. Yeah. Or I was alive. I was like 3 years old.
Tony, do you remember that time?
Let's see. I got my first car in 1980, I guess. So when was the? I don't remember any crisis of any kind, right? Because I didn't grow up in the panic world. We grew up in the, we work hard every day and make money and be happy. That's the world I grew up in.
I think it was like the gas inflation, 1978.
Yeah, I just remember how happy everyone was when Jimmy Carter got defeated and Ronald Reagan was. Actually,
I think that was what 80 something.
Well, let's see. I know what it is. I turned 18 in 1980. Oh, Ronald Reagan was the first president I voted for. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
It was 1978. I had my first car. That's what it was. Yeah, No, I bought my 62 Corvair in 1978.
The oil crisis was what, 73 to 74?
Yeah, I just remember, Carter getting blamed for everything.
well,
I wasn't completely into politics yet. I was headed there though, because I got really excited about politics when Ronald Reagan got elected.
Funny to mention since we're on this topic. Did you hear the company that was doing the Keystone Oil Pipeline project? They completely shuttered the project.
Yeah,
throw it out the window because Biden wouldn't give them the permits they needed.
Of course, he announced he was shutting it down when he got elected, basically.
Yep. So the price of gas is going to go through the
What's
roof.
funny is they had to go through some sort of legal effort just to get rid of the contracts that they had already signed. That shows you right there the effort the left will go through to destroy our economy.
Yeah.
They're not just talking words. They're taking real action to do it.
They don't like this country. Until this country is how they want it, they'll never be happy.
Today, Texas said they were going to build their own stinking wall. Did you see that? That's what they said.
I wouldn't put it past Texas. They already have half of it done. All they have to do is finish it, right?
Yeah, Trump will probably help them.
I mean, there was Travis. You remember that Kickstarter? They wasn't a Kickstarter, but that what was it? GoFundMe for the wall.
No.
You remember that?
There was so much talk about it, but yeah,
I remember it. Yeah, that was one of Trump's fan clubs that started that, right?
Yeah, they got like $25 million.
Yeah,
for the border wall.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you actually get that money through to the government contracts.
Yeah, I guess you send it to the finance department.
I don't think the money was going to get there. I don't think the money's going to get back to Texas somehow.
Is the border wall? I want to play devil's advocate here. Is it really money well spent? Is it really going to keep out illegal immigrants?
Well, why don't you go live on the border and then you'll find out.
It's okay. I'm good. I mean, I'm just saying that there's probably enough areas and places where people can get over here that ain't going to matter.
I haven't. Well, the border patrol guys were saying it was making a huge difference in the areas where it was actually built.
Maybe get a lot of foot traffic and stuff, and they stop.
Yeah.
Travis,
the kids they were dropping over.
I am originally from a border state, so I can tell you, a wall can help. Yes, where there's cities on the border, like Nogales, or technically even though it's technically next to the border, but there's another city on the opposite side where Matt lives, Brownsville.
Yeah.
Brownsville, it's got there's another city on the opposite side of Brownsville, so it's just like you're
Matamoros. Is that what we were talking about?
Yeah, and it's like we're in areas where there's cities like that, on both sides of the border, or just one on one side and one on the other, you're gonna have people, like Tony said, they're gonna find the cracks in between.
Yeah.
Okay, in those areas, but elsewhere, out in the Arizona desert, where there wasn't Nogales, and out in the Texas desert where there wasn't, a city, on the border, they were digging tunnels to go straight through, and go around some of the wall, or some of the fences at one point.
Now, this is one of those places where I think robots would come in handy. That would just roam up and down with the radar. What's the radar called?
Like FLIR, like thermal sensors and stuff, or
what's the ground penetrating radar called? Where they, they can find the caverns. The one they found Noah's Ark with.
I thought Noah's Ark was on top of a mountain somewhere.
It is, but it was still covered up with dirt. But
okay.
But the radar is real. That part's real. But the ground penetrating radar. I
think it's just ground radar.
It's ground penetrating radar. Yeah.
Is it the same stuff used to find fish?
Well, it would show you. It would show you where it shows you where like caverns, voids are,
underground profiles and stuff.
But you'd have one of those dragging behind a robot, and the robot would have an AK, walking down. It would be like the Israeli wall that has a fence, like a road where they can drive up and down it.
Daniel's saying the dollar is depreciating 5% a month right now. That's a pretty big fluctuation.
It is not. Good Lord.
It's like Big Gunner 81 says Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yes, it does. Daniel says the Fed said hyperinflation is coming. Hyperinflation is a minimum of 50% devaluation in a month.
And you believe everything the Fed? How does the Fed anyway?
Netflutter says we'll just go liberate some people in the Middle East in exchange for oil. Yeah, that sounds more likely. And then Biden will keep it for himself or the government. That seems more likely. Put it in the strategic reserve, right, Travis?
I think our tanks are probably full. I think we're good.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I don't know. I get my gas at Costco. It's still pretty cheap, so I'm not complaining yet.
Yeah, I got the local Parkers.
So are you guys noticing prices increasing on just everyday products at all, other than just like these shortages that people are talking about? Are you guys seeing that anywhere? Are you guys seeing meat prices are going up quite a bit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really seeing it much.
All I see is the lumber prices going crazy.
Dude,
I've seen that too. Yeah.
I ordered this. We're building this house it's about 40 miles away from us, and I ordered this 2x6 tongue and groove for this porch area that's going to have exposed beams,
Uh-huh.
And that the 2x6 is tongue and groove spruce. They're 16 feet long. They used to cost $8 or $9 a piece, right? I got the bill. They were $60 a piece.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I thought the owner was going to go nuts.
What happens then, Tony? You explain. What happens to a person that's in the middle of a home build right now? Like they've got a $300,000 house, but now it's going to cost $425 to finish it because the increase in lumber price.
Well, it's not that bad. If you're talking maybe 15 or 20%, that would be what you have to do is go through your budget and find ways you can,
But the people got to come up with the money, right? Because you're not going to be able to maybe increase.
No, you don't. You can adjust I do it every day, dude. I adjust people's budgets. I adjust budgets every day as we build things. I watch prices, and then when they get ready to order that Italian tile they were going to put in the foyer that was $20 a square foot, I say you might want to cut back on that because down the road you're going to have a water heater and a panel.
I mean, for the person that's already taken out a mortgage and their house is being built right now, did they have
That's
to come
what
up
I'm
with
telling you.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
They're not built overnight.
Yeah.
Right? So you have months to adjust as you're ordering things. You have choices.
It's a good point. Yeah.
Rob the NY Outcast says New York strip steak is up to $17.99 a pound in New York.
Yeah. It's it's $15 or $16 a pound here in Nebraska, and we got more cattle than we have people. If that says anything.
Here's an example. I usually use Hardy James Hardy products for siding, right? It's the best siding made,
right? And
so, but on this house I'm building right now, I went over this with the owner, and there's another product called Miratech. It's sort of an engineered wood that's about 80%. That's about 75% of what you save, about 25%. So you just have to watch your material purchases as you go along, as you're buying, and shop around. We don't get married to subcontractors, so I might get a price from 2 or 3 different plumbers, 2 or 3 different heat and air guys, that kind of thing.
Wait, you don't get married to subcontractors?
Trust me, some general contractors use the same subs on every job because it's a smoother process. But I don't do that necessarily. I have 2 or 3 I always check with.
I am shocked, Tony. I am completely shocked.
I'm a progressive when it comes to that kind of stuff.
There you go. That's how we still in the game, guys.
I'm a Mormon when it comes to subcontractors. I marry 3 at a minimum.
Yeah.
You're a poly tractor. What is it?
A poly tractor. What are we doing? Math now?
Yes.
I think I have a poly tractor out in the back.
Maybe it's got
no. It's not a poly. It's a Ford. Never mind.
Oh, I'm trying to catch up on the comments. I was over there. I've just been watching the GunTube side here.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, windows are crazy. Windows are taking anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks to get. I was looking at New York Outcast. He said he just got windows. He ordered 2 months ago. That's 8 to 12 weeks is about right now.
That's ridiculous and crazy.
Yeah, I ordered the windows for that house we're framing right now, right when we started framing it. So we're looking okay for it. So.
Was that mainly because those factories were closed down due to COVID, or or was it just the demand right now because so many new houses are being built?
It's people getting paid more to sit at home than, and this is true. This is not some right wing propaganda.
No, you're
I've
right.
actually talked to people. I've actually talked to people at the factory. We buy our windows from YKK, and I've talked to those people, and they said, "Yeah, there's a labor short. We've got people out.
Oh yeah,
they're drawing unemployment, and they're getting paid. Overtime rates right now to stay at home." And so, and then you got, it's all the way down the chain, supply, the trucking industry, getting stuff from point A to point B, But,
yeah, even when your typical fast food restaurant has apology letters stuck up on the menu boards because there's a labor shortage, it's like there's going to be increased wait time because there's nobody working in here. So
this is not cruel, but we need to put a cap on the number of weeks, for the unemployment, or at least reduce it so that people want to go back to work. It's what we need to do.
A lot of states are doing that. People see things turn around here.
My old buddy Tim out there says at Subway we're starting to have issues getting paper sub bags. Our vendor was out of Gatorade, and they changed our pepper jack cheese. Oh man, things are getting bad at the Subway. Things are afoot.
I know when I was at Whataburger last week, they were actually charging for little condiment packets, 35 cents per packet now. That's crazy stuff, man.
What we did, New York Outcast, was we Tyvek'd over our window openings. We didn't normally what we do when we Tyvek, our house wrap, we cut out the windows and doors,
right?
And we go ahead and get them ready for the windows. So when we found out it was going to take so long to get the windows, we just covered them. We just left them covered so the rain wouldn't blow in. I'm reading the comments.
I'm reading too.
You only read the ones you like, though.
Hey, it's my channel, so guess what? I can only read the comments I like.
I've had comments that were brilliant at times, and you just skip right over them.
Tim says we haven't had roast beef for over a year, too. Wow.
Go to Costco, man. Go to Costco. Oh, he's talking about Subway.
Yeah, so he's a cheesehead.
Yeah, you're seeing some of those. The menus kind of thinning down just a little bit. Some of the restaurants, but
live from the car, it's Defense Dad.
What's
the
up?
car studio. What are you doing, man? You staying out of trouble?
Just got off work. I was going to go to the range, but I decided not to.
It's toasty out there today, isn't it?
Honestly, I was going to shoot my mask, but I forgot to grab one before I left work, and I don't feel like going back to get it.
Yeah.
Don't want to waste ammo.
Nope, you
Definitely.
do not want to waste ammo. Trust me on that one.
I literally could drive back 2 minutes, go get it out of the store, but I don't feel like messing with the armor yet. So I might just do it tomorrow night.
Yeah, it might be a little bit better weather for you anyway.
I think it's going to be humid tomorrow. It's supposed to rain all day.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
Oh yeah. Hey man, so let's talk about that Walther PDP real quick. I want to ask you, what's your shooting experience like on that thing? Is it pretty smooth, or yeah? I mean, what do you notice about the handling of it and stuff? Is it jumpy at all, or?
It's the new texture helps a lot over the standard PPQ.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the progression of the PPQ was kind of like more from the P99 to the PPQ down to this. Still a little bit more recoil than I expected, but nothing bad.
Yeah. I didn't realize how light that thing is. You would think it would be heavy just because of the sheer size of it, but only what they said was 22 ounces, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it's they've done a good job keeping it light.
Yeah.
Matt Sexy says 25 cents for dipping sauce. What the fuck? California don't
30,
even charge
35.
that.
35 cents.
Oh, wow, 35
dipping
cents.
sauce.
Are y'all still having ammo issues, Travis? Yes, Matt Sexy. Yes.
Our ammo situations, it's improving here. I mean,
I was going to say, I got several emails today and yesterday that were talking about resupply.
I think Two Lives Moose comment is hilarious. Did you say it cost $17.99 for New York Outcast to strip? That's good.
Yeah, we want a well done.
Yeah. No. That's how much it costs to get a super chat. That's what it is.
No. It's $17.99. Yeah, inflation.
Yeah. No.
Why would you want to buy a steak in New York anyway? Everything in New York's tough.
Ooh.
Aren't New Yorkers supposed to be tough and everything? I mean, Nebraska is like we're the corn-fed state. Even our New York strip's going to be more tender.
Well, absolutely. It was just moving out back an hour ago. I mean, you can't beat that.
I thought that meant the people were corn-fed, not the cows.
Oh, we are.
It's both. It's both, man. Both.
Yeah. My ammo situation is the same. It's gotten a little better, but not by much. I can find 7.62 by 39 everywhere now, but other than that, that's about it.
Best price I'm seeing for that is the $3.19 for a case of 1,000 for Wolf Polyformance.
Yeah, no, I can get Tula again from PSA, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Watch your prices though, because sometimes they're going like 40, 50 cents a round. You can get it online from other places for 30 cents a round, 29 cents a round.
Yeah, no, I'm watching it.
Yeah,
like I'm usually buying the boxes of like a box of 20 for like.
I found a half of the spam cans of 308, the surplus.
Yeah.
I found a half a can of that the other day, and it was the rimmed. I can't remember what gun I bought that for. I must have gave it away in a giveaway or something.
The gun or the ammo?
The gun, because I don't have a gun that shoots that ammo right now.
Oh, okay.
That's sacrilege, Tony.
It's the rimmed stuff.
Oh, you mean Russian 7.62 by 54R?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying 308 7.62 by 51. Well, I got you. Yeah,
actually, 7.62 by 54R is actually 308 in length. In diameter.
I know what you meant. You thought it was 50. Yeah. I was saying 51. Yeah.
It's very similar to 308.
Those have also gone up in price like
might have to put it on eBay since I don't need it anymore.
Remember 2 years ago? Remember 2 years ago when 7.62 by 39 was like less than a gallon of milk?
It's like $4.99.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, we can get cases of it for under $200 delivered.
I would usually get a box of 20 for $5 and a box of $4.99.
Yep.
Those were the days, man. I should have bought more then.
Walmart used to carry it.
Yeah.
I'm checking to see what 5.56 is running for these days online. We can get it locally for around $11 or $12 a box, which is okay.
Yeah, it was like 13 yesterday when I was there.
Okay. 29.9 cents. Oh no, that's 7.62 by 39. Never mind.
I shot some with my stepdad when he was here for a visit a few weeks ago, and he asked me how much ammo was. And I was like, "You don't want to know, just shoot it."
Yeah, online it's ridiculous. It's 50, almost 54 cents around online. Yeah. 537 for a case of 1,000.
He's got a gorgeous AR, but he doesn't shoot it very much anymore. He's in his late 70s, and he just doesn't pay attention to it. Like, I just shoot it. I'm not going to tell you. Like, you'll feel bad about shooting it.
Well, I mean, we bought in when it was cheap, so it's not quite so painful, Yeah.
I'd like to have his AR, though. It's one of those Wyndham weaponry ones. That thing was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
And those are still going for the price he paid for it years ago. Like, they haven't raised their price too much.
They're about 700 or 800, aren't they? Well, I mean, it depends on what model you get because they make so many different models and different types.
He said he paid about $1,000 for it, and I looked on the website, and the one like his is going for about $1,100 now. So,
Some of those, though, I mean, they might not have dropped prices. Pre-ban prices may be about the same as they are now. I mean, they're still like Colts and SIGs and Wyndhams. They're at $800-900 ARs.
Yeah, I was just
not more.
I mean, the finish and the fit was, even though I like my ARs, was a lot nicer than mine.
Yeah. Yeah, when we were out in Texas last week, and my buddy and I went with his wife to the range, man, I think we burned through almost 300 rounds of 9mm. I mean, I had plenty of boxes sitting around, but they asked for how much ammo was $45 a box at that range, and that's just everywhere was that price except for their shields down there. I did get to go to their shields. They were charging $21 for a box of Federal American Eagle 9mm. And they had it in stock. And then she's like, did we just burn through $300 worth of ammo? I said, well, at today's prices, yes, but what we're shooting, I bought back in basically 2016, And then what you and I have picked up locally for what, $15, $16. I only buy for basically what I need to, film a video or just for practice right now, so I don't have to tap into the reserves. But
how much ammo do you use for a video, Travis?
It depends. If I really like the gun, I'll sit around and keep shooting it after I'm done filming it, or I'll run through it before. I mean, if it's like 44 mag or 357 Magnum, like 50 rounds, and that's about it. Depends on the caliber. I mean, some of these are a little uncomfortable to shoot, but
I need to know if I need to do like a review on guns. I need to know what.
Well, I mean, the more you
how many rounds,
the more you can put through it, the better. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've shot so many different guns. You really start to pick up on the characteristics of it. But and I always tell people, I'm like, I can't give you predicted reliability because I haven't done 1,000 rounds through this gun. But in the 100 or 150 I've done on it, this is what I've noticed. And when you shoot a lot of different guns, you, like I said, you start to pick up on the handling, the characteristics, the recoil. It's almost like you're a test driving a car. You go from one car to the next. You really feel quick what kind of characteristics that gun has, So, I mean, the more you can put through it, the better you can give an opinion on it. But just do some first shots, initial impressions videos. Like, okay, for somebody loading up their first mag, this is what you're going to experience. Is it uncomfortable to shoot? How's the recoil? Do you get trigger slap? How are the grips? Can you get a good purchase on the gun? Do you ride the slide at all? Does it lock back when it's open?
Okay, say for a rifle, how many rounds would you recommend?
We're talking like for an AR or something, or what?
Yeah, like an AR or an AK.
I think it depends on what caliber. I mean, if we go to the range and we're shooting a 22, we go through 400 rounds if it's 22.
Oh yeah, with my Ruger American in 308, I did 40 rounds of that. And my shoulder was like, okay, we're done. Because, I mean, it's a polymer stock, so it bucks pretty good, and multiply that times 40 rounds, and you can make, oh, you puss, you know. But go out and do it. I mean, you start to, after a while, you're like, damn. You know, it's not fun, you know. Or the Mosin. The Mosin is like an S&M session. I mean, Jesus, with the metal butt plate on that thing, you go out there and you go out there and shoot a couple hundred rounds at 7.62 by 54 bar. You start to respect what those Russian soldiers did against.
You shoot a 20-round box of 308, and you're just like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, on the polymer stock, it's a lot more shot goes through because it's so lightweight.
That freaking Carcano you had me shoot killed my shoulder.
Oh, that thing was boom! It like buck, and it felt like a 30-30 on steroids. That's what it reminded me. It really felt like a supercharged 270 or something, man. Yeah.
Remember, the stock was warped too, so for you shooting right-handed, it went into your shoulder.
It went the right way.
For me, it left. It went away from my shoulder, so I was just getting the corner of the stock in my shoulder.
I know you feel like you're on a safari when you're shooting that thing. You got the iron sights on it. Big, that thing was fun to shoot. That's really.
Well, you had me shoot that thing, and I'm like, what the? And then I noticed how warped the stock was, and I was like, at first I thought you were screwing with me, and then I was like, no, it's warped.
And I thought maybe it had been like shaved or carved to fit the shooter better or something. I didn't know what was going on, but I think it had been sitting up against the side of a wall for like 30 years in a person's basement or something. So.
Yeah, from the receiver to the back of the stock, it had a good.
With still on it.
And I probably had a good 3/4 of an inch bow or warp from the back of the receiver to the end of the buttstock.
Tony, is that possible for that stock to deform over 100 years?
Which one?
Carcano.
I haven't seen any of those stocks. It's funny. I was just trying to figure out. It was the M44 is what I have. Is why I have that ammo. I was trying to figure out. You remember I was trying to figure out what that.
Yeah.
You have an M44?
I did, and see that's what happened. A friend of mine really wanted it a lot worse than I did. After I shot it, 50 times, I was like, okay, the fun is over. The newness is the honeymoon's over, and. But that's why that's the ammo I have. That's why I have that spam can of 54R.
I see.
But I've never noticed any. I mean, I've messed around with a bunch of old stocks, guns. We had, M1 carbine. When I was a teenager, we had M1 carbines and all kinds of old wood stocks. I never noticed any deformed.
Well, this one could have been. Well, this one had been sporterized too, so maybe the original lacquer had been taken off of it, and it was maybe coated with like some sort of a gloss that just didn't hold up. Because with enough humidity and
actually warped. Are you talking about?
Yeah, you can ask Defense Dad about it. Like the stock actually curled off to the right.
It might have been laid, laid down somewhere with some weight on it or something.
Yeah, something was thrown on top of it for a certain period of time.
And somebody just forgot about it.
Yeah,
we lost Defense Dad.
And I didn't even notice it. I mean, I thought it fit me really well. Well, yeah, it curved into my shoulder and fit like a glove. But
he's back.
When Defense Dad was shooting it, he's like, "What's going on with this thing?"
We were cleaning. When I found that spam can, and we were cleaning out in the garage, and I found an SKS in a box laying like that and I couldn't believe it. It had stuff laying on top of it, so there's no telling what.
Well, I do a lot of woodworking. That's why you don't leave hardwood standing on end. You lay it flat. Because it'll take a warp over the years.
But when you lay hardwoods flat, you usually chalk them, where they're not going to warp.
Yeah, but if a gun was sitting someplace and it wasn't climate controlled, it got humid. I mean, that's a 100-year-old gun. It can definitely happen.
Yeah,
but you would need some kind of force put on it. I think not just its own weight. I don't think it would
just naturally warps over time.
I don't think it would do it on. I don't think it would warp under its own weight. Maybe it would have to be. Probably the moisture content of the wood was probably too high when they made it or something. They probably never got the moisture content right.
Well, yeah, I mean, back then they were probably making pretty as fast as they could, so they didn't really have time to get.
But it had moisture meters.
Probably not.
Med Sexy wants to come clean out your garage, Tony.
I found a tub of 9mm too. I couldn't believe it.
My God!
I need to clean out my garage more often.
You do.
It was about 2/3 of the way full.
It's like a gold. Like you open up and the gold reflects off your face. You know, the brass reflects off your face like a gold chest.
You open up a box. It was like in Pulp Fiction when you open up the briefcase. It's like,
yeah, it starts glowing.
I found a bayonet I had bought from G-Webs a long time ago. That was pretty cool.
Oh my God! You found
done an unboxing of your garage, man. That'd have been awesome.
Unboxing in his garage. I don't know if you can fit a garage in a box.
Well, no, like those TV shows where they go by the lots of the storage wars, you know? Yeah.
Well, what happens is, I had to move quickly out of the last house, so I've been using the garage as kind of like a shop, and it's got all this wood piled up in it, and so it kind of, some of the gun stuff kind of got covered up a little bit, which is sacrilege, right?
Shame on you, Tony. Shame for shame.
Yeah, when you find your Yugoslavian SKS under a pile of wood, you know you've done something wrong.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Keep it very, huh? Yeah.
What was that? You roboted a little bit.
Oh, keep it buried for a rainy day. Just keep.
That's funny because I thought you said something about bear it because you cut out right when you said bear.
Oh no, keep it buried. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Buried.
The sawdust kept it. The sawdust kept it dry though.
Hey, excellent.
And smelling good. Soaked up some of the cosmoline I didn't get off of it.
There you go.
It's hard to get a better smell than fresh sawdust, man.
Need that as a cologne.
Unless it's like treaty pine, that's bad.
That's true.
Wow, harsh.
They used to put arsenic in that stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like what you're supposed to wear a ventilator when you back in the day when you're sanding that stuff or cutting.
I guess it was about 15 years ago they stopped doing that, or I can't remember exactly when they did stop.
When I worked at the lumberyard as a kid, we had to warn people about that because they're like, "You're kidding!" You're like, no, there's arsenic in that.
There's a reason it's bug resistant.
The comments out there are getting funny.
Oh, I'm on my phone. I can't see the comments.
Tony, they're offering to clean out your garage and haul it off for free.
This house, I'm starting early. This house goes on the market in October, so I got to start now cleaning out the garage.
So watch, you'll find like a crate of Mosins in the corner that you bought 30 years ago that you forgot about.
Right?
No, the M44 was the only Mosin I ever bought.
Oh, okay.
You never bought a crate for like $100 or something back in the day?
No, I never was.
Do a classics firearms video. We're selling this crate of Mosins for $700 a piece. They still got the original Cosmoline on them.
I resisted the original broomstick fad or whatever it was called.
I own one. It's a fun rifle to shoot. I need to get it out more often.
I only got.
It's almost 100 years old. I
only got an SKS because I wanted to.
I think I got a 1923, if I'm not mistaken.
I wanted to shoot 7.62 by 39, and I didn't want to get an AK yet. And I got the SKS, and it was great, but it was unfortunately the one I got was a piece of shit, and I probably should have waited for a different one. But Nice Strike got the SKS for $150, so I went cheap.
I still haven't shot the Duckbill magazine thing I bought like 2-3 years ago for it.
They work; they're just not amazing.
But I was just going to say the SKS seems more practical than a Mosin anyway.
When it's in working condition, yes. But if it's not working condition, nope. Trust me on that one. But so eventually, I just bought an AK off of Foos instead. And honestly, I like the SKS.
You know what else I found?
But I like
the receiver for the 8K that I bought from kit that I bought from G-Webs. Now you're gonna have to put it together. I found the receiver for it.
Oh, now we have to put it together. All right. Hey,
yeah. How much you gonna charge me?
AWAG will do it for like $50.
Do you have a barrel for it?
Yeah, the whole. I hope it's in there. G-Webs. Hope the barrel's in there. That was one of those kits I bought to help support the Guns Across America tour or whatever it was.
The Gun Show Loophole.
I've never. One wasn't one of them called. They did several tours. Remember?
I only remember the Gun Show Loophole tour.
I think the one before that was Guns Across America tour or something like that. That's when they came to Chattanooga and visited me, and I put them up in the Chattanooga Choo Choo train car.
You put them up there?
Oh yeah, it was cool.
Why would you be so mean, man? Come on.
Oh, what are you talking about? These are luxury train cars. What are you talking about?
Luxury. That you don't hear that often in a sentence, Travis.
It's like $175 a night just to stay there. They're like it's like a 5-star hotel.
I'm sure.
What's that luxury train car?
Yeah, it's the old, the Chattanooga Choo Choos, the original train cars, the passenger cars. They converted them to hotel rooms.
Yeah, my wife and I, when we took the Amtrak down to Orlando, we got the sleeper cars, which nothing as fancy as what you're talking about, but it was like a little hotel room. It was pretty cool, man.
E-Rock out there just said he just left a comment in the comment section for the braces thing going on. Thank you, E-Rock. Make sure to do a comment for the receiver redefinition too, because they're trying to pull that one off too, so that you can't make your own guns anymore.
Does that receiver have a Y stamp? I don't know. I forgot where I bought it. What is that?
Oh wow! Rob NY Outcast says just JB weld it, Tony. It will be fine. No. It's not JB weld. When it's an AK, you don't need to use rivets, Tony. Just use screws. It'll work. Trust me.
Oh, you know what? As a carpenter, I would probably do. I'd probably do something like those. What do we call them? The screws that are threaded through both. They're like sleeves that thread into each other. You know what I mean? One side's like a little cylinder, a threaded cylinder, and the other side's it's like a male and female thing, and they have like a rivet.
Yeah, I know. But
I forgot what they call those.
Yeah, but no. The joke is, I've seen people that have done that have used screws and bolts, and nuts instead of rivets on their AKs, and it works. Is it ideal? No, because you want to use a rivet. But does it work? Yes, it works. No.
Little thread lock.
Yep. So
blue.
Blue Loctite. Don't use red. Never use red.
I said blue. I said blue.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? What's that called? Not punk. What's it called? Steampunk.
Steampunk. Yeah.
That's what the nuts and bolts look like.
Okay. Awesome.
See, I'm not as excited about a regular AK, but someday if they weren't so damn expensive, I'd like to have a Galil.
Well, if you want an AK that's in 5.56, yeah, sure.
I just think the Galils are cool looking. That's all there is to it.
Oh yeah, I want a Galil too, but again, I'm not paying $1,200 for one.
Right. Well, that's what you pay for an AK right now.
No, I get mine from PSA for like $7.99.
Binding post. That's what this company's calling them. Rockwear, oxide, cat nuts, binding post.
What, you can't redneck it and just JB weld them together?
No, New York Outcast got me looking for the name after he was trying to guess or whatever. This company calls them binding posts. It looks like a rivet, but they're threaded. You got a threaded sleeve, and then the male side of it.
Yeah, we used to use those when we were making custom amp racks and sub boxes back in the 90s. Chicago
screws. Let's see if that's
it. Chicago screws. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they use on the original High Point.
That's it.
9mm carbine, Chicago style.
Yeah. For some reason, there's different names for them. I was looking it up, and I saw like 2 or 3.
I see what you're saying with the steampunk style, though, because they're kind of that rough industrial look, but they're still kind of futuristic or kind of funky. They're the way that they lock it together. Yeah,
it's better than just some old boring rivet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the rivet works better.
The rivet does work better, but the screw method will work. It's not ideal, but it will work. So,
I think since I'm in the construction
there you
industry,
go, nice
I wouldn't do a very good job putting the AK together. I'd be banging on it with a sledgehammer.
I got my what? Travis, what did you say?
Oh, I said you need to put that AK together for Tony, man. Give you a little project to work on.
No, I don't put AKs together for people.
Okay.
It's the reason why I didn't put an AK, even though I had a receiver lying around together in the first place, because I just didn't want to buy the tooling. That's what it came down to, because it was too expensive. I'm cheap.
I would only use a press like once a year, maybe. I don't know. I can't. That's what I don't want to buy a bunch of tools. I've already done that. I bought a bunch of miscellaneous tools that I never use. Kind of drives me nuts because I got too much crap anyway.
Yeah. So I haven't gotten a press. I've considered getting one just because the factor that I have a couple parts kits I could probably bend some receivers for, but then I don't have a TIG welder. I only have a MIG, and I need a TIG to do the final touches. So,
no, this is something I haven't heard. What do you need a welder for?
Gunsmithing.
Not putting an AK together.
No, not an AK.
Okay, all right.
Not an AK.
I thought you were going to try something like I would, where you try to put the cut receivers back together.
The reason why I need a TIG welder is because I may or may not have, a couple HK part kits lying around for HK rifles, and maybe I may or may not have, an MP5 parts kit lying around too.
You know what I found too? I found a lower for a 308. I mean an A10.
No, I have an MP5 parts kit. I've got like two set-me parts kits, and the thing is, for those receivers, you literally have to bend them, with a jig in a hydraulic press, and then you have to TIG weld them together.
So this was one of those 80% lowers that came with that I bought the jig with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, y'all, I'm doing an advertisement for a garage sale if y'all are wondering. So.
All right. Well, I'll just bring my truck all the way down to Chattanooga, and I will pay you for your hydraulic press, and I will bring it back with me.
I can ship this other stuff.
But then you miss out on the whole, we can have lunch thing.
This is true.
Yeah, it's overrated. PLM has owed me lunch for months and he hasn't paid up yet.
What? Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Now I get some breakfast too.
Defense, in Travis's defense, he is a teacher.
Well, I mean, now the school's out, I have no excuse not to get in this. So I got to buy you lunch and breakfast. But see, you work every day, so we've agreed on breakfast for dinner, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't work every day. I work weekends.
So I guess you guys are going to either Waffle House or IHOP.
Nearest Waffle House for us is in Kansas, so that's gonna. No, we got a place up here called Village Inn that's really good.
Way better than IHOP.
Yeah.
We got two Waffle Houses in town. We have an IHOP, and then we have this thing called Huddle House. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Well, let's be honest for a second. For a place that calls itself International House of Pancakes, their pancakes suck compared to most places.
Oh, not the one in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
No, the one here. The one down here, their pancakes are pretty good.
Has a pancake. Yeah.
The pancakes down here are pretty good, especially when they do the whole all you can eat pancakes.
Oh God,
I love them.
I'm good for like 3, like massive, like plate size ones. I like to go to truck stops because they usually got pretty good breakfast.
We got Village Inn, or we also got this local place too. They only have 2 locations. It's called Stoppers. You want good pancakes, you go there.
Are we going to go there? Is that the plan?
Oh, I was just saying, everything's good there.
Yeah, we can if you want.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
I'm buying. I lost the bet. You guys will see it in our channel this week coming up.
What was the bet?
Okay, Gizzard says we have a huddle house at the Flying J near here.
What was the bet?
Huddle house is
who could produce the tightest group with our little Rossi RS-22s.
Oh.
It was just for fun.
Listen, Travis, if you ever want to sell that Rossi, let me know.
You know, it's dude, I am impressed with it. It's a fun little shooter, man. I mean, I had a 10-22 for a long time, and then I sold it. And but after picking this up, yeah, I mean, it's cool. I kind of wish I would have waited because now they got the flat dark Earth stocks for them that you can get for they're about $25 more now. But
you know what's cool? The KSA 722. It's really an accurate rifle.
Which one?
The KSA 722.
Well, Travis, you could sell me your Rossi the 22, and then you can go and get the FDE one instead.
Well, this one I only paid $100 for it because I had a gift card that I was able to cash in on it, and then I also had a discount for being a Shields card member, so I got it for $99 basically.
And I had to pay full MSRP, which was $129.
So give you the money you need for the FDE one, and then we're good.
Yeah, but for the price of the gun and the shipping,
FFL.
I know, but for the price of the gun, the shipping, and the transfer fee, you might as well just buy one locally. You're not going to save anything on it.
I know, but still.
There's the KSA 722.
I have the one that was in Travis P11's video.
Against the Cricket, that's a Cricket right there, and that's the 722 right there.
So KSA makes the 722.
Yeah.
Hey, who's KSA?
Keystone Sporting Arms.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Night Strike.
Yeah,
you'd be better off with mine. It's more accurate.
Oh man, that's not fair. It's true. No, I told you it's more about the gun than the shooter because I produced better groups the night before when I was warming up to it. But yeah.
Oh, in defense that I know I would. Do you know why?
Because Travis hasn't shot it.
No, because I'm left-handed.
It's the same damn gun, dude.
I know.
Well, so is defense left-handed.
I'm left-handed as well. That's why he's saying that.
That's why I'm saying that.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Because it would be perfect because I'm left-handed.
All joking aside, for $130, that's a fun little plinker if anybody's looking for one.
It is.
It is. If you can find it for $130.
Well, they're on PSA quite a bit for 120, 129, 127 or something like that.
Yeah, I almost bought one, but then by the time it had transfer fee and shipping, it was going to be like
$175.
It was almost what I paid for my daughter's 1022. But when you called me and they had it in stock for $129, I was like, hell yeah, let's do it.
What is it for $129? I missed that.
It's a Rossi RS-20. It's the Rossi, same thing as the Mossberg 702 Placer. It's just one's made by Rossi, one's made by Mossberg. They're made on the same assembly line. Stock's a little bit different.
They're made by Taurus.
Is that a semi-automatic or a bolt action?
Semi.
That's a semi.
That has the magazine under the barrel.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not made by Taurus. I mean, Taurus owns Rossi, but they're not actually a Taurus. They're not the Taurus factory line or anything like that.
So Marlin has a rifle like that, don't they? What was it?
Yeah, it's a copy of the 60.
That's Model 60.
Yeah.
Model 60. It's almost like the Bolt style and stuff is a copy of it. Yeah. And these KSA ones are pretty sweet looking, man. They got some neat ones.
Yeah.
I forgot they're the company that does the Mini Mosin also.
Oh yeah. I want to see once I get a scope put on this thing how good a group I can get so you can actually see the target.
So are we gonna have a shooting contest for dessert then and just go ahead and round out the whole damn meal or what?
I wouldn't put it past them.
Shooting for cake. Yeah.
So were y'all using optics or just open? Or?
Just iron sights, open sights, yeah.
That's
and then
good.
we were using the same ammo. We had the same friggin' bipod. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Glasses.
Same Ear Pro.
It was weird. Yeah, we could have just shot off the same rifle too. I never thought.
Y'all weren't wearing the same boxers or anything, were you?
Maybe. Are you boxer brief guy defense dad?
Yeah, but mine are a little bigger than yours, probably.
I don't know. I roll an XL, so
yeah.
Amateur.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Amateur.
Okay, I'm looking at PSA right now, and they got the Rossi 22 for $124.99. But when I get through shipping, tax, and when I figure in the the whole.
Oh, but STRYKE. I thought PSA was in your backyard.
I was gonna say.
When I factor in the FFL along with the shipping and tax, that's $175.
Wait,
okay, you just go buy a PSA?
You just have it shipped to the store?
Yeah, but you still pay for shipping to the store.
But you don't have to pay a transfer or anything, do you?
No, you don't.
Well, there's a chance PSA will have it in stock though locally.
No. So if I send it to PSA and I pick it up at PSA, then I'll skip the transfer fee.
Well, okay, so I'm asking because I don't know. If you have a PSA store locally, can't you just have them get you one in and like they're shipping? You wouldn't have to pay shipping for it? No,
they don't do it like that. Only what's in store. Which is stupid because it would make more sense, but the warehouse and the website is a different division than the retail stores.
Well, which even so, you're talking what, $10 shipping or whatever?
$17 shipping.
17, so you're paying
and $10 for tax. So
well, you get that tax anyway.
I'm not complaining about the tax. I'm complaining about the shipping.
That'd still be cheaper than buying mine or Travis's by the time we ship it to you.
Or they might just have one in stock on PSA and you get it for $124.
I've tried. I've gone there 7 different times. Like, nope. All we got are Ruger 1022s that are overpriced.
Wow.
Yeah.
The greatest gun ever made.
See, you need a Shields there.
See, we don't have Shields. We have an Academy, but I have to drive all the way to Columbia for it.
That's why Travis and I end up with the same stuff sometimes because we text each other or call each other. Hey, they got this. It's on sale.
I mean, I drive right by it every night when I come home from work, and you're just like 5 minutes away. So it's
Yeah.
Yep.
So some people think you and I hang out all the time, and we don't hang out very much, but we meet up at Shields once in a while.
Yeah, there you go. Meet and greet.
So we've been going for about an hour. I think it's time to wind everything down and get the hell out of here.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said. But so all right, I want to thank Tony for showing up.
Thank you for having the link because I never get an email, so the link is nice.
You told me to remove you from the emails.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, we specifically said remove you from the emails.
Do we have to get into this right now?
No, we don't. No.
I could tell your secrets too if you want to.
Oh my God! No. Do not. All right, Travis, what's going on?
Man, I'm trying not to laugh right now. I'm going to have Caliber Corner on Saturday morning. That's going to happen. I will be at a different location, just as a heads up. I will be out of town. But otherwise, not much, man. I'll have that Rossi video coming up next week. Defense Dad and I are going to drop them on the same day, I think. Yeah. And just check out my channel, Travis P11, and make sure you guys check out everybody else on the panel tonight. They got great content on their channels too. But that's it, man. I appreciate you posting the open link for tonight, and I had fun. Covered everything from drywall to waffles to SKSs to 22s to God, we covered about everything. This is Swiss Army knife of shows, is what this is.
Sorry, Cowboy Hillbilly, we gotta go. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Travis knows the movie I'm talking about.
Got to catch it on the replay, bro.
Is Mad Sexy dissing the 1022? That ain't gonna work. We're gonna have to do something about that before we go.
I have a Savage Model 64. I don't like it, Mad Sexy.
No, 1022 rocks.
But with that, Defense Dad, final words of wisdom.
Don't eat the big white mints in the urinals.
Eat the green ones instead.
You mean
name the movie? Name the movie, man. Come on.
What? Don't eat what in the urinal?
The big white mints.
Oh,
Dumb and Dumber.
I thought you said men.
No, man.
They said don't eat the big white
meats
in the urinal.
Men in the urinal.
Roadhouse, one of the best lines in that movie.
Oh. Damn, I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah.
I put a video out this week about on a scope review, and like I said, Travis and I have a collab coming out next week and some other stuff. But other than that, it's kind of fun to chat on the way home and after work.
All right.
The 1022 is not overhyped. I've had one since I was a teenager. I mean, good Lord, the guns just shoot like crazy. You can't kill them. Yeah. What is Mad Sexy doing? Trying to make me mad just before I go to bed. He's pretty young,
so he hasn't had that life experience that you've had.
You need some more life experience if you're dissing the 1022.
Well, he lives in California, so.
No wonder. I guess you want to ban the 1022, don't you?
It's banned from him.
I'm going to say this about 1022 because I like him. But it's in the 22 world, they're kind of like a Glock because they come out of the box and the triggers suck.
That's internet crap you're speaking right there.
No,
in real life, they're not.
You own one or two of them.
Me shooting my daughters a lot, and the factory trigger sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, it does not. Good Lord.
New York Outcast says get a 1522. Damn it. I am not getting an M&P 1522. I'm sorry.
The reason I say it's the Glock of the 22 world, though, is because it's so modular like those are. There's such aftermarket support. You can make it into whatever you want to. But for the most part, people get them and they do change a few things.
It's a great game.
All right.
I really like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm trying to be real about it.
2A Dave says, hey, easy on us from California. I'm sorry, 2A Dave. I'm sorry. It's not you. It's Mad Sexy. He's trying to start trouble. And Mad Sexy says, I will not pay $600 for 1022. Hold on. Maybe the California compliant version. Sorry.
They're pushing 300 here.
But you have to single shot them. You have to put one shell in it, one round in it at a time.
You got a bullet button to take out the magazine.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be
awesome. For $600, you should be able to throw a Bull Quartzen trigger, a bull barrel on it. You should be able to really trick that thing out for $600.
I think the most I've seen them for is like $450.
Yeah, MI Outcast is
saying,
that's a breakdown. You don't have the balls,
STRYKE.
Cheap SOB. You're damn right I'm cheap. I said this at the beginning of the chat that I'm a cheap bastard. What did you risk, Rob? Probably most of the chat. Good Lord.
Yeah, man. His nickname in high school was Linoleum.
We're done here. We're done here. That's all she wrote. Adios, Felicia. Adios, Felicia.
Adios. Hasta mañana.
Hasta mañana. Hasta luego.
Hasta your mama.
Ciao. Avita what was it?
Das
Vidania.
Jaksi masz dobrze. Jaksi masz dobrze.
Yeah, das Vidania. I don't remember how to say it in Polish, so, it's Warsaw. I'm sorry.